Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo. Where I am. What's happened to my voice? I don't know. Um, I'm home, as you can see. This was actually packed away, and then I got it out and put it back on the wall so I could do this recording. My plant has gone. This situation is happening here, and the background has kind of sort of changed. But we have to make do, right? We have to record. The show must go on. So again, this is probably the only time I'll be recording with this background, or maybe one more time this week. I don't know. We'll see. But yes, again, my situation has changed. But here I am, and while I'm at home in Muscat, um, I have a lot of things to do, but whatever free time I have, I was like, let's just record. So now, I'm trying to try and cover as many projects as I can, on my own. Um, and this is one that I really wanted to get to because इसमें कितने गाने हैं total? 6 हैं, right? EP में. And I saw the list and 3 I've already covered. Has been covered a long time ago. It's been included in this EP. Lagav I've covered when he dropped that video, and we covered Wapsi, sorry, P's and W's. Wapsi was also covered. So lovely, yaar. Half the EP is done. So I just have to do half more. Haha. Anyway, so I thought while I'm listening to it, I'll listen to all of them, but mainly I'll comment on Rukavat, Sukhi, and Kasam, which are the new tracks for me. And then at the end, I'll just do an overall sort of my thoughts on the project. And shout out to Afkap. It was the most hilarious meeting with him because one, there was like loud music playing. This was at the Street Dreams Wala album launch, and my voice was completely gone. And I don't know if that affects your hearing also, but in my case, clearly it does because he came up to me, and the thing is, he was wearing a baseball cap, and you can't really see someone's face properly when they have a cap on. That too, it's dark in the room. So he came up to me and he's like, "Hi, Jyoti, like he said Afkap, but I heard Aftab." Okay, and I'm like, "Who's Aftab? That name is not ringing a bell." It wasn't ringing a bell, and couldn't really see his face properly. Anyway, so Shruti sat next to me, and she's like, "He's saying Afkap, Afkap." She's screaming in my ear, and I was like, Afkap, sorry. And then I was like, big fan. So anyway, he's like, yeah, we did see each other at the Simba Pro, and I just wanted to thank you for the support. So always. And what's not to like support you for your art is amazing. So yay. That was a really funny meeting. But I wanted to cover the rest of the EP, so here I am. Chalo, after that little story, let's just get to it. Um, should I change the color of? I have these cool new LED light situation happening, and I have a remote, and I can pick the color. So sorry, I'm just. What do you think? Should I make it red? This is red. I thought I looked very. Um, I was gonna pick yellow because I like warm, but then I thought I looked jaundiced. So let's not. This is green. Green is like this. Blue may I look. I don't know. I think white only is better, na? Thoda sa I feel like I'm too bright. I'll dim it. It's very cool lamps. Should I show you guys? See, I'll keep it. Look, they're new. ऐसे दो हैं दोनों sides. Very cool, right? Okay, now that I've shared something silly with y'all, don't fall. Let's continue. Okay, रुकावट के लिए खेद है, I should say. चलो, 1, 2, 3, play.
नौकरी करता है दिल्ली में लड़का ये बड़ी लड़की है ठीक है
रुका के लिए अभी खेल है अरे सुन जाने क्या तो सुन रही सुनाने को मेरे पे लेके समय बन रहा रहता है
तो उन्होंने कहा मेरे को शादी नहीं करनी है आपने घर बोला जवाब मेरे को किसी से भी शादी
हम भी किनारे पे देख रहे कौन कौन ला रहा अभी वेव है हमें जानना था
अब उस समय तो पसंद ही आएगा करते ऐसे
वाइब करनी अभी ऑफ नहीं ऐसे जीने का मेरे को शौक नहीं ऐसे जीने का शौक नहीं है
आगे बैठे हैं कि लड़का जवाब भी दे रहा है इसका मतलब आई है और वो शादी करने आ ही जाएगा
पल के ना साफ कर जो बात तुझे उनका एहसास कर अगर ये आंखें खुली हैं उनको तू नाम कर फोन पे बातें खुली हैं उनको तू बंद कर क्या कुछ से ही खफा मैं जो चाहा वो बोला नहीं अनदेखा करके अभी इस मौसम को बोला सही ये हवा ना चली तेज, ये छाता भी टूटी नहीं, ये बारिश के पीछे आने वाली आंधी लगे अभी छूटी नहीं। मुझे पता नहीं तेरी बातें, वो दिल की बातें, मैं बोला गया उसने सुनी नहीं, वो आज गई मेरे साथ नहीं, थोड़ा फर्क पड़ा कोई बात नहीं, अभी देगा नहीं, पास में पैसा नहीं, काश ये होते ना ख्वाब जो सपनों के पीछे दौड़े उन्हें के पैरों पे लगी है आग। मैं अपनी धुन में गुनगुनाता हुआ चला गया बेकार, राहों पे मैं खो गया तो पीछे कभी मुड़ा नहीं, मन में दबा के रखा जो जहर वो तो तूने उगला ही, टूट गया पुल जुड़ा नहीं। अब दिए की आग में, अब घर की याद में, अब धुएं की सांस में, डर है समुंदर की दूरी से दिलों के बढ़ रहे फासले। वो दो नए दोस्त जो पिछले साल मिले थे, उनकी वजह से ही आज ये गाने अब लिखे हैं, उनकी वजह से ही आज ये गाने अब निकले हैं। और फिर मैं जब घर पे गया बॉम्बे में सुनी आवाज, सब बोले गली गए सपने सच हो रहे यहाँ, वापस जाने की तो मेरी भी चाह है पर कंधों पे भार है, मुझे पता है यहाँ जैसे
Interesting. One sec. Then Aina, though I've heard a bazillion times, so I'm not gonna listen to Aina. But one sec. What was the soundscape of this song? Rukawat Afkap lyrics. Let me see if I can find the lyrics. Ah, lyrics are there. Very nice. I like it. So I like how this has been mixed. Can I just firstly say that it was so nice, the sort of ambient thing that was going on. The EP opens by acknowledging Afkap's absence. I should have read this before the song. Absence, despite the immense success of his second single, Aina, Rukawat embodies the act of embracing the past while welcoming the prospect of a fresh start. It encapsulates Afkap's belief in an artist's vulnerability, a quote in the opening line, Palke Palekin na saaf kar. What is Palekin na saaf kar? Palkina, is it Palekin nikhaidar? Is it Palke? AEIN होना चाहिए ना फिर. Echo, okay. Afkap, I'll read the lyrics, then I'll know. Encapsulates Afkap's belief in an artist's vulnerability, acting as a cornerstone for the EP. Rukawat delves into moments when one finally lets go and wanders off due to exhaustion from fulfilling numerous roles to please others. Ah, got it. Got it. And now it all makes sense. In this new journey, Afkap pays tribute to and celebrates friends who accepted him for who he truly is. So in जो मिले उनकी वजह से ये गाने बने हैं, ये लाइनें निकली हैं, correct? Panini Pandey. Produced by Ruins. Mix and mastered Hanish Taneja and Shubham Patel. Beautiful. Video credits aside. Listen, very nice, yaar. I like it. I'm going to talk about this cover image a little later, but I really hope that's makeup and not actual bruises. Oh, obviously it's makeup. Sorry. Okay, Rukawat ke liye khed hai. I didn't even know he was going to start with that line. Chalo. So, okay, Rukawat ke liye khed hai. Basically, him saying, sorry, I've been away. Not sorry, I've been away, but just, yeah, I've been away. And it is what it is. Okay, let's read the lines. रुकावट के लिए खेद है, अरे सुन जानी क्या तू सुन रही, सुनाने को मेरे पे लेख है, समय बन रहा रेत है, हम भी किनारे पे देख रहे. Such a nice picture he's painted right here. देख रहे कौन कौन, ला रहे अभी wave है. Nice. I like it. He's painted like a nice picture here, like sitting by the beach, but time, rain, किनारे पे, we're on the side, we're seeing who's bringing like it. तुम्हें जाना था मेरे बारे में, वाइब करनी अभी ऑफ नहीं, ऐसे जीने का मेरे को शौक नहीं, पलके ना साफ कर, हाँ पलके ही था. जस्ट चेक द ब्लर्ब, कली गैंग टीम, वहाँ पे पेलकिन लिखा है. ओके, पलके ना साफ कर, जो बात तुझे उनका एहसास कर. ओहो, आई लाइक इट. वेरी कोट, दिस इज अ कोट। पलके ना साफ कर, चुभी जो बात तुझे उनका एहसास कर। अगर ये आंखें खुली हैं उनको तू नम कर, फोन पे बातें खुली हैं उनको तू बंद कर। क्या खुद से ही खफा मैं, जो चाहा वो बोला नहीं, अनदेखा करके अभी इस मौसम को बोला सही। ये हवा ना चली तेज, ये छाता भी टूटी, छाता भी टूटी नहीं, छाता भी टूटा नहीं। ये बारिश के पीछे आने वाली आंधी लगे अभी झूठी नहीं। ओहो। मुझे पता नहीं टेढ़ी बातें वो दिल की बातें, मैं बोला गया उसने सुनी नहीं, वो आज गई मेरे साथ नहीं, थोड़ा फर्क पड़ा। ओके, सो दिस अबाउट अ ब्रेकअप। कोई बात नहीं, देखा नहीं पास में पैसा नहीं, देखा नहीं पास में पैसा नहीं, काश ये ना होता ख्वाब जो सपनों के पीछे दौड़े, उनके पैरों पे लगी है आग। ओहो। मैं अपनी धुन में गुनगुनाते हुए चला गया बेकार राहों पे, मैं खो गया तो पीछे कभी मुड़ा नहीं, मन में दबा रखा जो जहर वो तूने उगला ही, टूट गया पुल तो जुड़ा नहीं। हम्म, अब दिए की आग में, घर की ही याद में, धुएं की सांस में, डर है समंदर की दूरी से, दिलों के बढ़ जाए फासले। जो पिछले साल मिले थे, सो ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट बीइंग अवे फ्रॉम पीपल ना, एंड ही इज ओके। और वो दो दो नए दो नए दोस्त, ओ सॉरी, डर है समुद्र की दूरी से, दिलों के बढ़ जाए फासले, और वो दो नए दोस्त जो पिछले साल मिले थे, उनकी वजह से ही आज ये गाने अब लिखे हैं, उनकी वजह से ही आज ये गाने अब निकले हैं। और फिर मैं जब घर पे गया, बॉम्बे में सुनी आवाज़, सब बोले गली गैंग्स अपने सच हो रहे यहाँ आज, वापस आने की तो मेरी भी चाह, पर अभी कंधों पे भार है, मुझे पता नहीं यहाँ जैसे। ज़रूर। हाँ, तो मुझे पता नहीं यहाँ जैसे। इंटरेस्टिंग। Okay, so I feel like he is, yeah, he's, I mean, the blog says it. He's been away, he's dealt with a lot of things, he's left home. What is home for him? It sounds like it's not Bombay. He's not from Bombay, he's from somewhere else. Um, I know he was out of India, I think New York. I think he mentioned that to me. He was gone. So was he doing his undergrad? Yeah, he's very young, no? He must be doing his undergrad. Wait, he told me this. Consultancy in what? Design or something, if I remember correctly. So, huh, so I was like, what? Wait, because consultant, I always think like, your normal like consultant, not creative. But he get, so he was doing all that and now he's back and there is clearly a lot of, so it just feels like in this song, he's talking a lot about the past things that have happened, no? Uh, Interesting. And also there were a lot of voices at the start. It felt like, like, you know how typical households have it. There are like five voices going on in the background. So everybody's talking in the house. Or like some auntie has come home and she's chatting away to your mom. So both some feeling aa raha tha in the production. So I feel like the production was trying to set a scene. It was trying to set the mood for whatever phase of life he's talking about. And the characters in his life. Um, but fine, let's see how the story continues. Afkap Aina. Okay, boss. Let's just listen to it. It'll probably flow. One, two, three, play.
सौ शब्दों की एक बात, सोचे बिना सोया नहीं एक रात, लिखे हुए हो गया है एक साल, राज महफूज मेरे 6-7 दोस्तों के पास क्योंकि भेड़ चाल में चलने वाले घरे इतना भेदभाव, शैतान ने बोला मुझे सेफ कहा, भगवान ने बोला माता टेका, समाज से परे इन राहों में यूं ही खेलते हैं, किस लेंगे एड़ियां पर घुटे लेना टेकने। अब देखते ही देखते यूं बीत गए साल, मैं हूँ परेशान तभी हाथों में ये झूल है ना। माँ को पता नहीं लटका रहता दूर है ना, सासा पता नहीं कटघरा कब भूल है ना। सुधर जाऊंगा जो हो गई ये भूल है ना, दूर है ना आँखों में अभी। या था बचपन से यकीन, बोला बोला थक गया पर ये समझते नहीं है। पर पिताजी ने भी बोला ऐसे बकते नहीं है, क्यों गरजने वाले बादल यूं बरसते नहीं है, झूठी गला वाले दिलों में यूं बसते नहीं है। जब से गेम बड़ा हुआ ये लोग हंसते नहीं है, अभी समझते नहीं है। जब से गेम बड़ा हुआ लिखने लग गए सभी हैं, अभी तो दोस्ती बोझ है, सब जताने को यूं खुश है, ऐसे फोन पे क्यों है तू तो भूल गया मुझे बोलते क्यों है, दोगले क्यों है ये खोखले क्यों है, ये ट्रिप जाके ट्रिप मारने के जोश में क्यों है, तो अभी समझ नहीं आता भाई। उम्र मेरी हो गई है 22, ख्याल मेरे बन रहे लिखाई, और डबल आईटी बैठा मेरा दोस्त, ट्रिपल आईटी बैठा मेरा भाई। नंबर तो मेरे भी 95, पर घंटा उससे फर्क पड़ा भाई। और तब आई सी हूँ था मेरा दोस्त, मैं खफा था मैं किया ना रिप्लाई, वो गया बिना बोले गुड बाय। अकेलेपन से अभी लगे डर, नहीं जाके भी ख्याल खटखटाए मेरे। हाँ हाँ तू लाखों में एक, पर कोई बात नहीं करे अभी आंखों में देख के, क्यों छुपाने को तो बातें सबके पास ही है नहीं। और जो दोस्त तेरे जले तो दुआ तो को सेक ले, मेरी बात नहीं जमे तो जिस बातों को देख ले। अभी झूम गए इनकी बातों को लेके, अभी घूम गए इनके वादे न देख के, और जो खून को बहाने से परहेज करे, राइट के लिए फाइट करना उन्हीं को, राइट के लिए फाइट करना। पर सुधरने का टाइम ही नहीं है, सभी कांच लेके घूमे यहाँ आईने नहीं है, हाथ जोड़ने या खोलने के मायने नहीं है, बाहर कायदे नहीं है। झूम गए इनकी बातों को देख के, अभी घूम गए इनके वादे लपेट के, और जो खून को बहाने से परहेज कर।
Mhm. This song, man, I remember this song. That video I'm seeing after a long time, but I've heard the song so much. I like the line when they are, what is it? Friends jale to haath sek lena. Favorites, favorite bar. Um, okay, so now I'm getting why he plays this as the second track after Rukawat, because the story is progressing exactly correctly. You know, the thing is, he wrote this in eh, 1 second. It said 3 years ago. Oh, 3 months ago. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong. Ugh, it has moved in the playlist. 3 years ago, this song, March 11, 2021, लिखा नहीं 1 साल से, so 2020 से नहीं लिखा, जब से लॉकडाउन शुरू हुआ था basically. And था वो when he wrote it 2021 में, he was 22 years old, which makes him 25 or 26 now, depending on when his birthday is. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so a song that you wrote 3 years ago is still relevant to the project you're dropping today, which of course is your only project that you're dropping since that track, I think. Yeah. Fine. So the story is continuing. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna carry on to the next one. It's called Sukhi, and I have to read this blurb. Sukhi embodies pride and ambition. This track's fluctuating sound captures diverse moods, oscillating between dreamlike, floating hooks depicting pain and aspirations, and raw, contrasting verses. Achha. Through competitive lyricism, Afkap asserts to listeners and fellow artists that his quiet demeanor doesn't equate to shyness but signifies comfort in silence. Oh, oh, bro, we are kindred spirits because that is exactly who I am. It is very actually, you know what? Yeah, comfort and silence is a thing, but I use the crutch of shyness to explain myself. I tell people that I am shy. Well, I'm actually not shy. I just don't want to talk to you. Sorry. I let out my secret. Anyway, no, I am shy. I am shy. Just saying. Where's it? Huh. He approaches the game as a game, showcasing his competitiveness distinctly. Looking at his current life compared to a past marked by being bullied, he reminds us about his ability to turn things around. Hmm. Bullied. Interesting. How I always wonder how a person was bullied. Um, there are many ways one can be bullied, right? Um, I don't think I've ever been bullied. I mean, I would never stand for it. But there was someone, should I even say this on camera? There was a girl in my school who said something mean about me. And when you're young, you're really impressionable. So that kind of just made me feel like, oh, this thing is wrong about me. Like I believed what she said, which was stupid of me. But when you're young, you don't realize it. And then it takes, uh, one of those epiphanies later on in life for you to realize, oh, what the hell was wrong with me? Hello. So, so that can also be considered bullying, but it's not like bullying. Um, so I always wonder, like, anyway, okay, let's just listen to the song and see what he's saying in it. Sounds very interesting. It's called Sukhi. Interesting title. Embodies pride and ambition. Let's do it. Chalo. 1, 2, 3, play.
Yeah. सूखी आंखों से क्या रोना है, बादलों को धोना है, ख्वाबों में क्या खोना है, कागजों का कोना है, पन्नों पे मुखौटा है, सपनों में ही सोना है, आंखों से क्या रोना है, बादलों को धोना है, ख्वाबों में क्या खोना है, कागजों का कोना है, पन्नों पे मुखौटा है, सपनों में ही सोना है, बुझी बत्ती नहीं चुनते, सुलझी बातें नहीं बुनते, अपन रहते गुमसुम से, सुना कुछ में बड़ी क्लास है, सुना बंदे बड़े खास हैं, गया क्लब इनके साथ कुछ नहीं, सारे करे बकवास, ये बोला था ना दिल और दिमाग का जमा नहीं तो फिर दोनों रवा, बोला था ना बदले जो दिल तो सबके उसूलों का मजहब बदला, दोनों गवाह मंडी घूमी यहाँ देखा कोई आसपास अभी नहीं खड़ा कोई मेरे साथ में, सुनी नहीं चाहिए थी बेजे की आंखों से क्या रोना है, बादलों को धोना है, ख्वाबों में क्या खोना है, कागजों का कोना है, पन्नों पे मुखौटा है, सपनों में ही सोना है, आंखों से क्या रोना है, बादलों को धोना है, ख्वाबों में क्या खोना है, कागजों का कोना है, पन्नों पे मुखौटा है, सपनों में ही सोना है, अरे वाह वाह एक सेकंड हल्की सी स्लिप डिस्क फिर भी इनसे ज्यादा मेरी स्पाइन है, अब फर्क नहीं हाइप से, अकल आई जब गिरा मैं बाइक से, हाँ चलना आहिस्ते, अभी कसम से मेरे को खाए नहीं, क्योंकि टाइम तो अपना कब के लाए अपन खुद ही जो आए नहीं है, तोड़े थे दांत खींची थी टांग तभी भागा ना कोई, अभी हाथ लगाना ना कोई, हाँ हाथ लगाना ना कोई, और हाथ लगाया तो याद दिलाने औकात तेरे घर के बाहर आ जाएगा कोई, बंदे करे कांड फिर खुद ही हैरान मुझे मेरे जोन से हटाए क्यों, ऊपर से 10 मिली मेरी स्ट्रीम पे अभी तो एंट्री भी ली नहीं, ऊपर से काम के बदले में आफत मिली मुझे मिली कोई फीस नहीं, हाँ मेरी संगत है देनी है फाड़ तेरी फिर भी बनता मैं जी नहीं, ऊपर से मिली है अभी जो शांति मेरे को चाहिए कोई सीन नहीं,
God damn, son. I like it. I said I had to scroll in the middle. I had to scroll down and see who's produced it, which I forgot to check earlier. Of course, Karan Kanchan. On the beat, it was awesome. I loved it. I loved the production, loved the music. Hanish Taneja and Will Baker have mixed and mastered. Amazing. Amazing. So far, this is, I mean, yeah, after Aina, this is, I like this. I like, listen, the lyrics are not there. Wait, let me search for them again. Friggin' hell, that beat change in the middle and that whole like that whole bawe. I find that word very hilarious, but whatever that part was, that was loved. I genuinely got goosebumps there. One sec. We must go back to that portion. Guy, 1 minute 30 seconds. But bawe, एक second. Oh my god. इनसे ज़्यादा मेरी spine. Oof. The drop. Oh, so good. Serious goosebumps happened there. So good. Okay. This was just and I like the way he pronounces Bowie. 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 Ek second. Bowie. Okay. Where is Bowie from? Which city ka slang is that? Um it's Delhi, no? Isn't it? Yeah. I think it's Delhi. It's not Bombay. Is it Bombay? No, I think it's Delhi. Okay, so he's from Delhi, I think. Or NCR, I don't know. And he lives in Bombay now. This is what I'm getting so far. Okay, one sec, one sec. What am I looking for? The lyrics. Let's see if they're there. Kali, can you please spin your lyrics? No, in the नहीं है. Oh, में है. Okay. है. Music match. Is it? Yeah. Afkap and Karan Kanchan. Fine, let's go with the lyrics. Love this track. Loved it, loved it. Love the hook. Love the production. His voice, the way he does the, like they said, the melodic, breezy, chill hooks and then the intense verses. Love it. Okay, सूखी आंखों से क्या रोना है, बादलों को धोना है, ख्वाबों का क्या होना है, कागजों का खोना है. Oh, कागजों का ओ, ओ, पन्नों पे मुखौटा है, सपनों में ही सोना है, सूखी आंखों से क्या रोना है. Damn. बादलों को धोना है, ख्वाबों का क्या होना है, कागजों का खोना है, पन्नों पे मुखौटा है, सपनों में ही सोना है. ओके. बुझी बत्ती नहीं चुनते. ओके. सुलझी बातें नहीं बुनते, अपन रहते गुमसुम से, सुना में कुछ में बड़ी क्लास है, कुछ में बड़ी क्लास है, सुना बंदे बड़े खास हैं. आई लव दिस बिट. गया क्लब इनके साथ, कुछ नहीं बस करे बकवास. Yeah. I don't know, call me judgy, but if you go to a club, I'm already judging you. It's full bakwas. It's just, I mean, been there, done that. It's your age, go do it. But there's nothing like what clubs are just a waste of time. Anyways, moving on. करते बकवास है. बोला था ना दिल और दिमाग का जमा नहीं तो फिर दोनों रवा. हाँ बोला था ना बदले जो दिल तो सबके उसूलों का मजहब बदला. मुंडी घूमी देखा आसपास अब कोई खड़ा नहीं मेरे साथ. क्या? सुन लेनी चाहिए थी भेजे की बात. सूखी आंखों से क्या रोना. सुन लेनी चाहिए थी भेज. Listen this I tell myself 10 times. uh, highly relatable situation. Okay. सुन लेनी चाहिए थी भेजे की बात. Yes. So many quotable lines in his verses now, and I remember this even from Vapsi and Lagav. This guy's writing is so good. Okay. सपनों में ही सोना है. This bit now happened where the pause beat switch. Um, so बाबे एक second. And then हल्की सी slip disc है. My God, are you serious? That's excruciating pain. When did this happen? फिर भी इनसे ज्यादा मेरी spine है. Mic drop. फर्क नहीं hype से, अकल आई जब गिरा मैं bike से. Oh, he fell from a bike also. What are you doing in life? What is this stuntman Giri? Okay. चलना आहिस्ते अभी कसम से मेरे को घाई नहीं. घाई is a very Bombay word, ना? It's very mixed his languages. चलना आहिस्ते अभी कसम से मेरे को घाई नहीं. घाई means what? तकलीफ, ना? चलना आहिस्ते. So he has to walk slowly. So he still has a problem with his spine and bike fall. क्योंकि टाइम तो अपना कब के लाए, अपन खुद ही जो आए नहीं. टाइम तो अपना कब के लाए. ओ टाइम तो अपना कब के लाए, अपन खुद ही जो आए नहीं. अपन अगेन इज अ वेरी बॉम्बे दिस थिंग. सो हिज लिंगो इज वेरी मिक्स्ड. तोड़े थे दांत खींची थी टांग तभी भागा ना कोई. ओके. अब हाथ लगाना ना कोई. हाथ लगाना ना कोई. सो ही इज चैलेंजिंग पीपल हु ही फॉट विद. और जो हाथ लगाया तो याद दिलाने औकात तेरे घर बाहर आ जाएगा कोई. लिसन, I do not support this, especially in light of what recently happened, which was caught on video. Off topic, but I understand this is a very like guy's way of settling things, but I think it's just stupidity to go to someone's house and beat them up. I mean, what is the point? What is the point? If you really want to challenge someone, then sure, wear a helmet, get boxing gloves on, and challenge them to a real fight, which has rules. All this beating people up and all is just stupid. Somebody hits somebody with a, like any kind of injury can happen, which you will then have to deal with for the rest of your life. And it's just stupid. It's just this. I don't get this macho-ness. I just don't get it. It's just anyway. So I was very shocked that when अभी जो recently drama हुआ है, उसका video evidence होने के बावजूद पुलिस ने उसको जेल में नहीं डाला. What the hell? How can that be the situation of the law and order that something like this is a bailable offense? It should not be a bailable offense. It should be minimum 3 nights in jail if you are caught on camera. Whether or not someone files an FIR or complains, there is video evidence of you breaking the law, which is physically assaulting someone is a breaking of the law situation. That's it. You don't belong in a civilized society. You deserve to be behind bars. You cannot be let loose among normal civilized people. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. That had to come out at some point. It was very frustrating to watch this drama. Anyway, these things should not be. Anyway, I'm just saying it because I have lived in societies where this is unacceptable behavior. You do anything like this, you're straight behind bars, no questions asked, whether someone complains about you or not, whether the other person presses charges or not, you are behind bars or you are sent out of the country because we don't have place for you in our society. That's basically zero tolerance for this kind of behavior. And I think that should be the thing. So anyway, this line मेरे को याद दिलाया वो इस दिनों से मेरे अंदर बैठा. I have to take it out. Sorry. Anyway, अब हाथ लगाना है दिलाने औकात तेरे घर के बाहर आ जाएगा कोई. लिसन गो एट योर ओन रिस्क. बंदे करे कांड फिर खुद ही हैरान. मुझे मेरे जोन से हटाए क्यों ही. ऊपर से 10 मिली मेरे स्ट्रीम पे. अभी तो एंट्री भी ली नहीं. ओहो ओहो फ्लेक्स. आई लाइक इट. ऊपर से काम के बदले में आफत मिले मुझे फीस नहीं. मेरी संगत ने देनी है फाड़ तेरी फिर भी बनता मैं जी नहीं हूँ. Just should not read. मेरी संगत ने तेरी फिर भी बनता मैं जी नहीं. Very nice. But you're a very shant type of person, no? Then these lines make me wonder, like, क्या है आप अंदर से? You know? Anyway, ऊपर से मिली है थोड़ी सी शांति मुझे चाहिए कोई सीन नहीं. Yes, see? This is the right spirit. I like it. मुझे नहीं चाहिए कोई scene. So just chill, have a beer, sit on the beach, relax. That's the vibe. Okay, I like this track. I like it. I like it. I like the soundscape. I love the switch and I really like the hook and the verse. So now let's move on. Lagav and Vapsi I've heard, so I'm gonna pop straight to Kasam. Or should I just listen to them anyway? They're shorts. Okay, I'll listen to them and I'll let it play non-stop. Okay? And then we'll reach Kasam and then I'll talk about Kasam and all my other thoughts. Chalo, Lagav. 1, 2, 3, play.
इनका विजन बना ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट जैसे अभी बर्फ पे चरस है. अपन नीचे की सीढ़ी से ऊपर चढ़े तभी रास्ते गलत है. नहीं फर्क पड़ा मुझे मौसम के बदलते रूप से. तभी एक खो दिए ख्याल जो मेरे सालों से दफन थे. पैसे आने लगे पता चला ये प्यार का जवाब नहीं है. पर व्यस्त हो गया उड़ाने में तो अब सवाल नहीं है. अगर दिया भाव ने लिया वो तो के भाव नहीं. बची जान मेरे में इसलिए मुझे कोई लगाव नहीं है. मेरे साथ नहीं है. बात मेरे से मत कर. मेरे साथ नहीं है. करे आवाज नहीं है. दौड़ियां बिना देखे चलियां नहीं पड़ियां. ये आशिकी नहीं है आदत है. तू भी करे वहम अब वो भी यूं करे सहन. उसे भी लगाव नहीं वो भी करे प्रिटेंड. मैं अब भी वो दो पल के पीछे जिसमें मुझे मिले रहे. और सोचो वो दो पल के बारे में जो मैंने किए सहन. और अब पीछे खाई और आगे कुआं उमड़ा था मैं. राहें हो जाती अलग है फिर भी हाथ पकड़ने का मन है. और चांद के जाने से शिका नहीं मुझे सूरज के जाने का गम है. और यादें मैंने करी दफन है तभी तो रिश्तों पे लगे अब कफन है. तभी हुडी है ऊपर और झुका हुआ मेरा सारे ना भी ये दूरी हो वही बढ़ाने का मन है ना. खैरात समझ अगर करी है मैंने मदद ना. एहसान जताने को आ रहे पर जब से दिखने लगा मुझे तुझे भी दिखने का डर है ना. इनके रश खाने लगे फिलोसफी कंपटीशन रेस पूछे किधर नहीं. जहाँ मुंह बड़ा वहाँ जिगर नहीं. मेरी सोच आगे मुझे फिक्र नहीं. 23 से 23 तक
man, it all came back to me, my reaction to this track. First of all, I think this was the first time that we saw his face because we had only reacted to Aina and then we watched Lagav, couple of years later. So I remember this. Shruti and I were just like, okay, so that's who he is. That's who what he looks like. And the entire song, so many quotable lines in it, and just just so real. And I just really, really liked. He's also directed it with Soumya Sharma. So props to both. The same team, Karan. I think he should just work with Karan Kanchan. The way they're like vibe is so good together. Manish Taneja will make her again. Okay. So yeah, loved it. This is also the song which made me, I just love the vocals in the back, the singy vocal. यहाँ पे credit नहीं है, but I just loved the entire arrangement. And I think I've said this before, he's got very wise eyes, wise eyes. That all those lines about his breakup were very sad. I remember all this. I'm going to link that reaction here because there were a lot of thoughts that we had then. But okay, I can see the thing continuing. Oh, and I like the cover art also. That was like, what is the story behind this yellow dupatta? There is definitely some meaning there. Must be like his ex's favorite scarf or something. I don't know. It's on his chehra in the cover art also. It's floating around in the wind in the video also. कुछ तो है उसका scene. Throughout the video, it's like flying in the air, in the wind. Sorry, what's wrong with my English nowadays? Okay, so I like this line. Not this line, many lines, but this one. कहाँ गई इन्हें लिए वो इससे मुझे नहीं बची है जान मेरे में इसलिए मुझे कोई लगाव नहीं है मेरे साथ नहीं है वेरी सैड ये आशिक नहीं है आदत है तू भी करे वहम वो भी तुम कहाँ है वो लाइन अगर रात हमें राहें हो जाती अलग है फिर भी हाथ पकड़ने का मन है this line this you all know that holding hands is my favorite thing most my love language favorite so this line made me very sad राहें हो जाती अलग है फिर भी हाथ पकड़ने का मन है और चांद के आने से शिखा नहीं मुझे सूरज के जाने का गम यादें करी दफन है very sad this song is very it's still on the melancholic side है ना जहाँ मुंह बड़ा वहाँ जिगर नहीं मेरी सोच आगे मुझे फिक्र नहीं this and then they say this what is happening okay I like it and I think him and Karan are the best team. Chalo, let's go to Wapsi. We heard it recently, but just for the flow of it, let's listen to Wapsi. 1, 2, 3, play. Hold on. I'm making the same mistake again. I'm going to read the blurb before I play the song. This EP follows a chronological order in its flow. Chronology samjhe. Sorry. Rukawat was penned when Afkap was uncertain about returning home soon. Oh my God. That was exactly me a month ago. Okay, while Wapsi was written upon his permanent return. Oh my God, I feel like I'm going to relate to the song in a different way today. The track isn't just about coming home, but also reconnecting with his younger self who celebrated the art of rap. Remember this. Wapsi maintains the personal themes that focuses on intricate wordplay references and clean multisyllabic rhymes. It extends the competitiveness hinted at in Suki. I like it. Evolving into a robust free verse, here Afkap demonstrates his prowess as a rapper devoted to the craft of lyricism and writing bars. ये blurb change हुआ है ना EP के release के बाद. Yeah. Okay. Or was it released? No, it wasn't released before. Okay. Anyway, chalo. 1, 2, 3, play.
To be kind, sweet, कुछ लोग की ना हॉबी होती है भूल जाना ठीक है भाई अब हमारी भी हॉबी है याद दिलाना ठीक है हाँ सोचा खोने को कुछ होता ही नहीं तो पाता सब कुछ में हाँ छोड़ना अभी सर दुख रहा है हाउस पार्टी इंटरव्यूज में जवाब देता मत पूछ पे आज अकेला छोड़ दो ना बाबा घर पे बिताना चाहता वक्त कुछ अब, बेटे की वापसी से कैसे होते सब खुश, देख अरसों के बाद लगे संतुष्ट में, नहीं करना चाहता लग पुश अब, कुछ नसीबी याद सही में भाई। हाँ फुर्सत मिली झांका मैंने पास में, सफेद बनियान पे पीली दाल के दाग हैं कॉलर पे, अभी पाउडर और चटाई पे ताल, ये घर है सीधे साधे से यार, बधाइयाँ और तैयारी सही में वावे। हाँ समय बदल गया पर समय नहीं भुलाया, और बहुत कुछ मिला था और बहुत कुछ कमाया, बदनते बढ़ती स्याही ने अतीत के निशानों को मिटाए, कैसा जज करना तुमको। हाँ सुन ली तेरी बात पर विश्वास नहीं है, हाँ हाय हेलो मेरा हाल सही है, मुद्दे पे आना क्या एहसान चाहिए, कुछ कुत्ते ज्यादा भूखे इनको लाड चाहिए, क्यों आ रहे मुझे ज्ञान देने, हाँ मुझे राय नहीं चाहिए कोई मुसलमान नहीं है, मैं वापस क्योंकि दोहराने को इतिहास नहीं है, हाँ और एक जान से शिकायत क्योंकि चार चाहिए। या सुनो ना एक बात है, मैं ओल्ड स्कूल कम्युनिकेशन के लिए चाहिए मुझे फैक्स, तू बोलता जिसको फ्लेक्स है उसको वेस्ट में बोलते कैप, और यहाँ पे बोलते चुप हो जाओ और साइड में जाके बैठ, ये नाटक चलते क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री को चाहिए एक्स, जब से पहना हाई फैशन मेरा फोकस बना रैक, तेरा पुराने गाने क्योंकि पर्सनल है डेड, इनकी वर्थ की तो बात ही नहीं है प्रैक्टिस हो रही नेट। Yeah. Some things were never planned out, अब बैक बेंचर जैसे करूँ मैं भी स्टैंड आउट, अब बैक चैनल पे भी बोलते yeah is back now, yeah। ये 4 साल खोए इनकी याद भी नहीं है, हुआ इतना आइसोलेट कोई दरवाजे पे नहीं है, था खुद की परछाई में अब शाम भी डली है, अब रहने लगा शांत पर कोई राजी ही नहीं है, ये हाई बेवफाई इसकी माननी नहीं है, आवाज है बीमार पर हम झेल लेंगे लॉस, कसम से ये कोई फेज नहीं है बॉस, न जाने इस जुनून ने कब से सीन रखा बॉस, बकैती करने से तो मेरा गेन होगा बहुत शायद, इतना इंट्रोवर्ट मुझे फेम से है खौफ शायद, वेपन है कंसील मतलब ट्रेंड होगा शॉर्ट ना।
Best. This is my favoriteest production on the album, on the EP. I just have to say, who's a cool and will Baker. Just the bomb. Loved it. Loved the music. I can't. And I feel like this is I just I just love how the soundscape is changing continuously. And yet it's maintaining this sort of hematic sonic. You know, there's no jarring like change. Okay, we had a this kind of track and now we have this kind. No, even though the music is changing and is very distinct in each song, there is a connecting sort of thread that's keeping the sonic sounding very cohesive. You know, you guys know what I mean? Like this was so different. Very sort of very MF Doom, very I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't want to compare or say like anything or anyone, but just in a very different zone. You don't expect this kind of a soundscape. And I just love what he did with it. The vocal sample being used, of course, the sax was the main instrument, but everything, the entire like melodic arrangement as well, so freaking good. So freaking good. And the bars fest that it was. I just listen, I feel this had the most quotable lines for me. Because I remember distinctly saying this in the reaction of this one also. कहाँ है वो इतने सारे one second, where's that line? हाँ communication के लिए चाहिए मुझे facts. Yes, love it. Old school. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly read them because they're awesome and I don't want to skip to the last track before I go over this again. नहीं यार, ऐसा है कुछ लोगों की हॉबी होती है भूल जाना, तो अब मेरी भी हॉबी है याद दिलाना। हाँ सोचा खोने को कुछ होता ही नहीं तो पाता सब कुछ मैं, दिस लाइन ब्रो, छोड़ ना अभी सर दुख रहा है, हाउस पार्टी इंटरव्यूज में जवाब देता मत पूछ पे, घर पे बिताना चाहता वक्त कुछ अब, यस हार्ड रिलेट। बेटे की वापसी से होने वाले सब खुश देख, बरसों बाद ऐसे लगे संतुष्ट मैं, नहीं करना चाहता लग पुश अब, फुर्सत मिली झांका मैंने पास्ट में, सफेद बनियान पे पीली दाल के दाग हैं। So like, oh, you know, these little things when you look back. A lot of this happens when you move back home, and a lot of you watching have probably never lived away from home, right? So you can't really relate or understand. But I totally get where he's coming from. I think like since I turned 17, I have been living away from family, and I have been moving countries every 2 years since I turned 17. So it's been a lot of moves for me. And when you move countries, you know, you are moving everything. You are completely your friend circle, everything is gone. Everything goes to zero when you start in a new place. You're starting completely fresh in a new continent, in a new country, in a new city, and nobody knows you. You don't know anything. Everything starts from zero, and it can be exciting in your younger years, but then later on you're just like, oh, I just need this to stop. I need a home. I need to just be in one place. You know when your soul needs that. So I completely relate to so much of the things he's saying in those about this that theme particularly in a lot of the lines of this EP. So yes, बेटे की वापसी से होने वाले सब खुश देख, अरसों बाद ऐसे लगे संतोष में नहीं करना चाहता लगे ना सफेद बनियान. And you know, when you come back home, you start going over so many things. In fact, I'm going to share something on my Instagram. I found this CD case. Um, because we've been packing a lot of things in my house here, my family, and I found the CD case. It's actually kept here. I should show you guys actually. Why not? Since it's here. And I did record a video. I was going to share it on Instagram. I found a lot of old CDs that I grew up listening to. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so young when I used to loop these CDs. And I didn't realize the kind of like influence they would have on me in years to come. Like, I found these soundscape CDs that I used to love. And these great men of music CD set that I had that my mom had got me. These are the soundscape CDs. This one is Mountains, Shiv Kumar Sharma. This is Deserts, which was my favorite. I actually choreographed dances to some of these songs. This is Zakir Hussein's. This one is The Seas, Bhaskar, Chandavarkar. My favorite were these two. There were three, four more in this. And then I had so anyway, you find these things when you come back home and you look into your past, like he's looking at his past with the this I highly recommend this. This is a set called The Great Men of Music. I grew up looping this entire set. I just found one CD. I think there's a whole like box set of this. This is Mozart. I would just have these CDs on in the background, while studying or doing anything at home. Just amazing stuff. So anyway, you kind of look back and you see the child that you were and you're like, oh, no wonder I turned out like this. you know so all these things like they make so much of a difference. They actually happen when you move back home, and those moments are very um eye opening in many ways, because they suddenly, like, something goes off in your head and you're like, oh, you have a lot of self awareness then suddenly happens, because you're like, oh, now it all makes sense. This is who I am. This is what, the kind of the whole like thing happens in front of your eyes. Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing, but let's go back to this. कॉलर पे अभी पाउडर और चटाई पे है थाल, ये घर सीधे साधे से यार समय बदल गया. So he's reminiscing. Yeah, I actually drove by my old house in Muscat. We moved 3 times here. So the first house that we lived in, I drove by that once. And I just had all these memories exactly like this coming back. Um, it's just, oh, so good. समय बदल गया पर समय नहीं भुलाया, बहुत कुछ मिला था, बहुत कुछ कमाया, बदन पे बढ़ती स्याही ने अतीत के निशान को मिटाया कैसे. ओके, he's talking about his tattoos. बदन पे बढ़ती स्याही ने अतीत के निशान को मिटाया कैसे. So you're like trying to erase your past with your tattoos. Been there, done that, buddy. We all have a story like that. Okay, I like it. I like these lines. There's so much depth in this. हाँ, सुन ली तेरी बात पर विश्वास नहीं है. हाँ, हाय, हेलो, मेरा हाल सही है. मुद्दे पे आना, क्या एहसान चाहिए? बोलना, कुछ कुत्ते ज़्यादा भौंके, उनको लाड चाहिए. पेट फ्रेंडली. क्यों आ रहे मुझे ज्ञान देने? हाँ, मुझे राय नहीं चाहिए, कोई सलमान नहीं है. मैं वापस क्योंकि दोहराने को इतिहास नहीं है और एक जान से शिकायत विचार चाहिए. मैं ओल्ड स्कूल कम्युनिकेशन के लिए चाहिए मुझे फैक्स. तू बोलता जिसको फ्लेक्स है उसको वेस्ट में बोलते कैप, और यहाँ पे बोलते चुप हो जाए बैठ। ये नाटक चलते क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री को चाहिए एक्स। यस, जब से पहना हाई फैशन मेरा फोकस बना रैक्स, दे रहा पुराने ट्रैक्स क्योंकि पर्सनल है डेट इनकी, वर्थ की तो बात ही नहीं, ये प्रैक्टिस हो रही नेट। डैम। सो ये जब प्लान आउट बैक बेंचर जैसे कर बैक चैनल पे भी बोलते या इज बैक नाउ, ये 4 साल खोए इनकी यादें भी नहीं है, हुआ इतना आइसोलेट कोई दरवाजे पे नहीं है। दिस I feel like this is a problem of quiet people. We tend to isolate ourselves and then think the whole world is against us or something, or we are so alone when actually we are not. There are many people who care, and we just have to reach out to them and say, "Hey, um, था खुद की ही परछाई में अब शाम भी ढली है, अब रहने लगा शांत, पर कोई राजी नहीं है, ये हाइप बेवफा है, इसकी माननी ही नहीं है, आवाज़ है बीमार पर हम झेल लेंगे लॉस, कसम से ये कोई फेज़ नहीं है बॉस, आई लाइक इट। ना जाने जुनून ने कब से सेन रखा बॉस, पर कहती करने से तो मेरा गेन होगा बहुत, शायद इतना इंट्रोवर्ट मुझे फेम से है खौफ। यस, I get it. Not even like for me, it's not fame. Like I'm not famous or anything, but I just like I'm introvert. So uh, like attention kind of like freaks me out a little bit. So I get it. I get what he's saying. शायद weapon हो conceal मतलब trained होगा shot now. This guy, I love it. This was my favorite production on the EP. Okay, I'm gonna save my favorites ka thoughts for later. Let's go to the last track. It's called Kasam. I have not heard this before. We'll wrap up with our final thoughts after this, and let's read the blurb first. Kasam serves as the EP's conclusion, tackling the conflict between duty and desire. Okay, it's everyone's sort of lifelong, almost everyone's lifelong battle, right? In a battle. It unveils Afkap's current state through emotive poetry and melancholic sonics, okay, reflecting on the overwhelming creative and romantic desires and the resulting self-destructive tendencies. Oh no. Amidst feelings of isolation, the family stands as the anchor, providing solace. Always family. Best. Afkap reconciles with his role as the eldest, acknowledging that honoring family obligations has been both cathartic and a driving force. The track signifies the acceptance of how his life is set up and the recognition that embracing upbringing is integral to one's identity. Yes, yes. Why am I relating so hard to this man? I don't understand. Are we reading parallelly similar? Anyway, I don't know. Okay, this one's produced by Bloom, Akash Ravan, and Shubham Patil have. I feel like I'm gonna relate to this song also. Chalo, Kasam. 1, 2, 3, play.
सच बोल ये आवाज सुनने को तुम भी तरसे ना, अभी खोलना दरवाजा हो रहे हैं मेरे चर्चे ना, तेरी खामोशी को टूटने में लगने जो अरसे ना, अगर खुशी है कबूल तो ना ढूंढने मुझे इन पर्दों के पीछे अभी, कैसे बताऊं क्या हो रहा है क्योंकि अभी टिप टिप बरसे ना पानी, चांद से पूछा क्यों तुम आए अभी, उसने बोला ये तो होना ही था, जाने देते अपने साए नहीं, हाँ मैंने बोला शाम जब भी डले मुझे रातें लंबी लगे और कोरा सा छाए तभी, तकिया तो सर को सिलाए पर सोया नहीं जाए क्योंकि कान बड़बड़ाते हैं तभी, वो बोले गए ये एक रात की सट की नहीं किश्तों में कांड तुम करे गए, मिलाने जाते हाथ वो काटने चले गए, जो बड़े होते गए वो लांगते चले गए, हाँ रखना है याद घर बार में पले गए, देखे माँ बाप जो आस में लगे रहे, बिछाने बैठे खाट और राख में चले गए, औलाद की औकात को नापते चले गए, दबाए अपने दर्द और पालते चले गए। तो बॉटलें टूटी यहाँ पे आदतें गंदी हैं पकड़ी, करूँ आंखें बंद तो फिर लगा भला टली गई, भला अभी टली गई। और तू भी अभी उसकी पलकें अब साफ कर, आती है तूने कष्ट उनका अभी एहसास कर, वो भी तुझे घूरे ऐसे आज और तू धुएं में छुपा के कैसे ढूंढता है अपनी ये राह। अब बचपन की यादें अब तस्वीरों में कैद, तो फासले बढ़े गए, हाँ गड़े हुए मुर्दे अब जान छिड़कने लगे, जो खड़ी की दीवार तुम फांदने चले गए। हाँ यूँ तो मैं भी बताता नहीं हूँ तकलीफें, पर सच बोलूं तोड़े मेरे ये पर नहीं। हाँ उड़ी मेरी नींद है, आंखें मेरी नम नहीं होती पर ठीक है, कल मैंने मेरे बड़े कुएं अभी सींचे, घर ये आता अभी खुशी के नसीब में, माँ का पहला वीजा लगा हार में मेरी है, तब से आस सी जगी है, आग भी लगी है अभी, आग भी लगी है अभी, आग भी लगी है।
Wow. I mean, I don't think I've had goosebumps like this in any of the tracks. Mm. I have to say the soundscape. Okay, the lyrics and everything is very um yeah, hard hitting, but I wanna let me come to that. The Bloom, produced by Bloom. I don't know. It was the percussion, mm, the drum, even his voice ka panning. There were so many elements in this. Akash, Shubham, the mixing and mastering. It was just so um you kind of like, I don't know, like, okay, you feel, like when your heart is like feeling a little heavy. It's like the walls are closing in wala feeling. So it was creating that whole like mood and feel. And I was not comfortable, but I was really liking it. And also at the end of the first verse, when he goes high and he changes his like um cadence and his like entire delivery there, and almost like through the gritted teeth, that whole like bit over there and the lines and what they were saying, I was like, oh my god, goosebumps were happening. A lot of discomfort was happening. I was just not comfortable. I was just, you're just feeling uneasy, uneasy, uneasy. It's just, and that was obviously the intent. So it is totally achieving it. Um, the self-destructive tendencies that they talked about in this thing, the feelings of isolation, all of that was coming at you through the mixing, through the soundscape. And that's, whenever you have that very like that, kya hota hai, wo bada sa drum wala sound tha na? I don't know what it's called. It really just kind of like your heartbeat starts moving with it. And then it's, yeah, anyway, listen, very stressful song. I have to say, very stressful to listen to, but in a good way. I'm not saying um anything else. Kasam lyrics. Okay, let me just open the lyrics. This guy. Okay, I'll go over the lyrics and then I'll talk about how I felt. सच बोल ये आवाज़ सुनने को तुम भी तरसे ना, अभी खोल ना दरवाजे हो रहे हैं मेरे चर्चे ना, तेरी खामोशी को टूटने में लगे जो अरसे ना, अगर खुशी है कबूल तो ना ढूंढ मुझे इन पर्दों के पीछे अभी, कैसे बताऊं क्या हो रहा है क्योंकि अभी टिप टिप बरसे ना पानी चांद से this does he you have like I feel like he has this love for the chand. For some reason he's mentioned the moon in almost every track. There seems to be some connection that he feels or has with the moon. I don't know what it is, but it's a very common theme in his lyrics. चांद से पूछा तुम क्यों आए अभी, उसने बोला ये तो होना ही था, क्यों जाने देते अपने साए नहीं, क्यों जाने देते अपने साए नहीं, हाँ मैंने बोला शाम जब भी ढलने मुझे रात लंबी लगे और कोहरा सा छाए तभी, तकिया जो सर को पर तकिया जो सिर को पर सोया नहीं जाए क्योंकि कान बड़बड़ाते हैं तभी। वो बोले गए ये एक रात में सटकी नहीं, ये किश्तों में कांड तुम करे गए, मिलाने जाते हाथ वही काटने चले गए, जो बड़े होते गए वो लांघते चले गए। He seems to be fearful of the night. I'm getting that in some of the lyrics of some of the tracks. Is that a thing? Or is that like just like metaphorically stated? Anyway, sorry, random thought. हाँ रखना है याद घर बार में पले गए देखे माँ बाप जो आस में लगे. This is where the voice sort of changed, right? देखे माँ बाप जो आस में लगे रहे. So the माँ बाप का frustration आया I think यहाँ पे ना. बिछाने बैठे खाट और राख में चले गए. औलाद की औकात को नापते चले गए. दबाए अपने दर्द और पालते चले गए. This is the frustration of the parents. I was feeling it so strongly here. It was just, oh, just the way he delivered this portion. तो बोतलें टूटी यहाँ पे अभी आदतें गंदी हैं पकड़ी करूँ आंखें बंद तो फिर लगे बला टली गई द वाइसेस और तू भी अभी उसकी पलकें अब साफ कर दिए तूने कष्ट अब उनका एहसास कर वो भी तुझे घूरे कैसे आज तू धुएं में छुपा के कैसे ढूंढता है अपनी ये राह अब बचपन की यादें अब तस्वीरों में है कैद तो फासले बढ़े गए गड़े हुए मुर्दे भी जान छिड़कने लगे हम्म होता है जो खड़ी की दीवार तुम फाड़ने चले गए बताता नहीं हूँ तकलीफें पर सोचूं बोलूं तो उड़े मेरे पर नहीं अगर पर सोचूं सच सच बोलूं तो उड़े मेरे पर नहीं उड़ी बस नींदें और आंखें नहीं होती मेरी नम पर ठीक है कलम ने मेरी बड़े कुएं अभी सींचे हैं बस घर ही आता खुशी के नसीब में माँ के माँ का पहला वीजा लगा आड़ में मेरी सो नाइस अब एक आस सी जगी है और एक आग भी लगी है आग भी लगी है डैम लिसन मैन्स ऑन फायर लिटरली एंड ये जो um I just feel like he's still very mysterious. Like I feel like a lot of his songs, and these are like my overall thoughts on this project and him overall because this is the main project, correct? One, he's still he's quiet, he's an introvert, he is um, a thinker, maybe an overthinker. It's all good, we all are. So, not judging. Very cerebral, has a lot of thoughts. I don't know. What? Sorry, there's a phone call. Something is ringing. Oh my God. Um, sorry, some phone call type situation was happening in my ear. Ah, okay. Somebody is calling me. Guys, I have to pause this right now. Sorry, I'm back. That was the weirdest thing that just happened. There was a tab open which had Facebook logged in, and I don't use Facebook. I never use Facebook. I'm just logged in for some work related things. And somebody started calling me, and I'd never heard that call it ring thing before. So I was like, what is this noise? Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying कि Afkap is just super um, mysterious to me because I I kind of know as an artist and as a person what his like background is. He's been with Gully Gang from day one. He's also a designer. He's from I think Delhi, lives in Bombay. Went off to New York, has now decided to come back after I don't know how many years, and I'm sure 4 years was undergrad, and then maybe he worked for some time. So great decision to come back, by the way. I'm just saying I've made the same decision myself. So I fully relate. And there's a lot of mixed emotions that come with these fluctuations in your life and like your life phases as they change. Um, he's still very young, so the fact that he's having these kind of thoughts even this early on in life after some of these phases is very commendable. That's why I'm saying that it clearly shows that he's a very deep thinker. um and the lines he writes, there are so many quotable philosophical lines that you can just be like using and throwing at people when they deviate from the path. um but yeah, I feel like the production on this EP is amazing. If I had to pick my favorite track production wise, like I said, Wapsi would be it. After that, I loved Lagav, but just because I've heard it a while ago, I'm gonna go over the tracks that I heard fresh today. So between Sukhi and Kasam, I would pick Sukhi just because super hard hitting track. I loved it, loved the writing. And I really like the thing is with Kasam is it's a great wrap up to the EP because it also kind of he's related his whole story, all the different phases. Um, it started with a very, Rukawat, like almost sounded like a scene in an audio play to me personally, which kind of was laying the foundation of the story that he's about to tell. And then sorry, Aina started that first chapter of that story, which we've heard a million times. So we know that phase. Sughi gave a whole other vibe. I just love the production and his demeanor. And Lagav was there's a story there. And again, here's what I notice about him. He's telling the story, but he's also not telling it. As in, there are so many layers in his writing that on the surface you can take a meaning, but there are several layers below it which he's still not revealing in his songs. I still at the end of this EP, I feel like I know him a little better, but I still feel I don't know him. So it's amazing to me um how you reveal whilst not revealing. That's what's standing out to me the most in this, because at the end of this EP, after hearing a lot of things that he's saying and a lot of thoughts he's conveying, he's conveyed them in this very like mm, he's conveyed them in this um almost non-revelatory manner. वही मुझे बोलना है क्योंकि okay, I'm seeing that you're looking at your childhood and old photos, so you're clearly in that like zone of thinking back and looking back, nostalgia. But I still don't know what you're seeing in those photos, except one little scene of like बैठ के थाली में खा रहे हैं वो वाइट बनियान पे दाल है. So that obviously is like you're trying to describe your like um social status and your family's like your upbringing basically. All of that is fine. Those are little details that you're revealing. But the overall picture is still very unclear. There's still a lot of mystery to him at the end of this EP. So anyway, my concluding thought then would be that skills are up there. Attitude is up there. And someone who's like a self-confessed introvert and quiet person, someone who finds comfort in silence, that those kind of people are mysterious anyway. They're anyway mysterious. And when they're artists, then though it's like, oh, आप कौन है? That those questions become even more. But I find this very, very unique about him in that he's revealing, but he's revealing yet keeping himself mysterious. I don't know how he's cracking that duality. I don't know. I don't know, but he is. So Parat, very nice. I think for me, I will take away from this EP the fact that he's back and he's going to be consistent and he's here to stay and he's going to keep releasing and dropping, and he's going to reveal more of himself, one hopes, as that process continues. So I feel like Parat is a great title of the EP, and I have to say the cover art as well has so many messages, hidden messages in it. Sehra ek to aapne बांधा हुआ है, which and then it just reminds me of कि अच्छा आपकी शादी होने वाली है, फिर आपने वो sweater पहना हुआ है. The whole look is very, North India. So I'm guessing he's from Delhi. And then people have beaten you up, which is also very Delhi. Sorry. No, people have beaten you up is probably symbolic of life has beaten you up, or life is taking a toll on you. And then your eyes are closed and you're sipping your chai, which is your happy place. So these are the things I'm taking away from it. It's very symbolic of just who I am, where I've been, what has happened to me. First of all, that's like bruised eye and swollen eye is very scary looking now that I zoom in. And then I have all these like things that I need to do. Like I'm getting married, which is, part of what every family wants for their kid. So I'm balancing that also. And then I'm also drinking my chai. Sera utha ke, like chupke se, I'm drinking my chai, which is my comfort space, which is probably his art for him, right? That's what I'm taking from it. And I'm not gonna read too much. And I really like his earring. I noticed it first in that first video where we first saw his face, Lagav na. I noticed that earring. उसमें क्या है? वो Flash का वो है ना? Are you a Harry Potter fan or are you a Flash fan? What are you? If I can see, I can't really see. I'm trying to zoom in. It's a little blurred. But if that is that, then what is it? Harry Potter or is it Flash? Tell me, please. Anyway, so loved it. sonically brilliant EP, very, very cool. I just loved how every song sounded so different from each other, and yet they worked so well as one cohesive project from start to end. When I listen to it over and over, which I will, I'm sure I'm going to pick out a lot more. But for now, we will have to end this here. Kasam. So it starts with Rukawat, it ends with Kasam. So he's taken the Kasam ki ab main aa gaya hu aur ab main isme consistent rahunga, hai na? I like it. I like it. Sankalp le liya unhone end mein. Very nice. Listen, let me know your thoughts on this EP. I think it's definitely one of the better ones I've heard this year. And I said this at the end of Karma's EP also. I was like, this sonically so different. And um in the first listen, and this happened then as well. In the first listen, I was like, okay, I like this. I didn't really like this, but this was. And then when I was looping the EP after that, it just became so good because you're playing it, it's playing in the background, it's playing in the gym, you're just consuming it passively almost. And you're like, this is such a smooth EP. So I think that's going to happen with this as well as I listen to it more and more offline. So love it. Gully Gang, Afkap, you have a winner for sure. Yeah, chalo, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what your favorite tracks were. And I'm going to end this here. Take care of you. Live long and prosper.
सूखी आंखों से क्या रोना है बादलों को धोना है ख्वाबों में क्या खोना है कागजों का कोना है पन्नों पे मुखौटा है